Alright, so I started a little bit late. Usually I'd show who won the Stanley Cup and stuff first. But we're going to do it this way instead. I sent right past it. We're going to do awards first. This is the year 4 off season. So we're going to do awards for year 4. So the last 4 years, that's exactly how long this franchise has been going. So the New York Rangers, then the San Jose Sharks, then the Sharks again, and then the Nashville Predators. The Boston Bruins won the last 2 President's Trophies. We won one in the first season. Chicago won it the year after. Last 4 years it's been us in San Jose, Toronto, Washington, Ottawa, and New York in the East. Art Ross went to Jonathan Drouin. Hart went to Jonathan Drouin. James Norris went to Andre Secker. He had like 75 points this season. It was ridiculous. Lady Bing, Phil Kessel. Calder went to Nikita Sherbak. Hopefully we can get one of those this year. Conn Smythe obviously went to Semyon Varlamov, although Joe Pavelski won it last year, so it's not as surprising. Last 2 years, Tuukka Rask won it in the year before. That was Corey Crawford. So it's a correlation kind of between the President's Trophy and your goaltender. William M. Jennings, Steve Mason, and Anthony Stolarz. Bill Masterton went to Jared Tenorti. Selke, Sidney Crosby. That's a good one. Ted Lindsay, Jonathan Drouin, Maurice Richard, Corey Perry, and that does it. So we get out of there. We're going to do retirements next. See who retires after the prospects game right here. Don't need to worry about the prospects game. Prospect I'm after is an international prospect, so we'll be able to see his overall anyway. Plus, I'm going to have to make a huge trade for him, so after retirements, I'll kind of go over that. We'll do retirements first, though. So, Seidenberg, Dennis Seidenberg, John Michael Lyles, Dennis Weidman, Paul Gaustad, former Predator, Johan Franzen, Jerome Ginla, Alex Tanguay, Jason Spezza. It's a surprising one. I didn't see him a couple times. I had to sim this before. Alex Hemsky. So Dallas may be looking to rebuild a little bit. Henrik Zetterberg, Jonathan Erickson, not Joaquin. Derek Roy, Colby Armstrong, UC Jokinen, Eric Nystrom, Marion Gaborik, Keith Ballard, Sergei Gonchar, Michael Ryder, Nate Thompson, Jan Girardi. He did not have a whole lot of points. I thought he had more points than that. I know he was a defensive defenseman, but still. Milan Mikalik, Matt Green, Vinny LeCavalier, Pascal Dupuis, Patrick Marleau. That's a big hit for the Sharks. They're going to have to move someone up to that first line. Brandon Pruss, former Predator, I believe. Yeah, he was on us year 2. He was fourth line center. Barrett Jackman, Weekends St. Louis. Daniel Sedin, Rodim Verbata. Looks like Hendrik Sedin decided to stick around, though. And that looks like it's it. I want to see if there's any free agents with notable games played amounts. It doesn't look like it so far. Mike Komisarek looks like the only one. Steve Eminger, Colton Orr. And that's it. I might know some more. I didn't look at goalies. Whoops. I might know some more if I went more in depth, but I don't know. So we're on to the draft. Detroit is picking number 2. I should have showed you who I was going after first, but Detroit's going number 2. I'm going out. So this season we don't have a lot of big contracts to renew. Definitely we got to get Craig Smith back, Colton Sissons, and Joshua Chapman, but 2 of those are restricted free agents anyway. And then depending on cap space and what I think I want to do with the team, David Backes might be returning. However, I don't know if it's worth, since he's only going to be a third liner anyway, probably. I don't know. It's tough to kind of predict what's going to happen with that. So we're gonna, and then next off season we have a lot of big contracts coming off the books. We need to renew Colin Wilson. I just totally stopped for a second. I'm sorry. Colin Wilson, Nikita Kucherov, Matt Duchene, all big contracts we're gonna have to give out next year. And we also have Cody Franzen, who's going to be on the wrong side of 30, and I'm thinking of letting Cody Franzen walk. However, we have to be prepared for said situation to unfold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trade with Detroit for the number 2 pick. Now, I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this trade. I know there's a way I can do this trade with just my picks, like this pick, and next year's pick as well. Yeah, next year's first. But I feel like giving them a prospect would probably be better. So they don't want prospects. They only want NHL ready players. Actually, they take Sherman. 4 stars, left wing, power forward. Got a decent shot, good body checking, but he's not anyone that we particularly need on the team. So we'll give him that. We're not quite there yet. We need to add our first from next year as well, but I'll do that in a minute. So yeah, our first round pick from next year as well. Look at Nedved's values getting up there, so that's worth noting. Our first round pick from next year as well. So we'll see if that trade goes through. We'll get to keep a pick from the second round this year, so that'll be the positive of that. Alright, Detroit fans came out ahead, whatever. So, San Antonio went first, not San, but still. So Nold does fall down to the, this is the guy I'm after, is Nold. He fall down to the 4th or 5th pick, but I wasn't going to risk it. So the only goalie they have going in the first round even is Spencer Lowe. And we're not going to be drafting him. We are going to get Nold. He's going to be a great player. He's international. That's why I didn't need to check the prospects game. We're going to make our second round pick as well. So quick sim up to that. And we got a few good players here. We got Sammy Hutton, Felix Lozone, Pete Rodney. We could replace that guy we just had going out. Autoline, Carl Callahan. I like that name. I like Carl Callahan. Just going to pick him. 18 years old, power forward. And we can sim the rest of the draft now. No one really notable. We had a lot of late round picks. We had 2 in the 6th, 3 in the 7th, and 2 in the 5th. And then one in every one after that. We had a 3rd round pick from someone else too that I don't remember how we picked it up. But we're going to look at our draft pick and then do some minor re-signings, nothing really huge or team changing. And then we'll look at free agency, but we're probably not going to sign anything. Oh, I forgot Mike Richards is also a free agent. We're going to try and get him back as well because he was a solid 4th liner for us last year. And he has the ability to continue in that type of role for us as long as it's just that capacity. So that was one of the better free agent signings last year, I think. I don't know, we didn't sign back as last year, so yeah. We'll get contracts next year first, so you can see what I mean. We'll go past all these guys. So yeah, there's a lot. We got 45 million cap space still, but we got Cody Franz and Steve Downey, Colin Wilson, Andrew Shaw, Matt Duchene, and Nikita Kucherov, Joel Edmondson. I forgot to trade Mikhail Grigorenko. I'm sorry. Brendan Lemieux. I keep meaning to trade Grigorenko because we're not going to keep him, but still. And all these minor league guys too. But we don't have a whole lot under contract next year. Basically, we have Austin. We have 1 first liner, 1 second liner, and that's it. So, as far as forwards, and then we have our main defensemen, our 3 big defensemen locked up. So, we're gonna go to we're gonna do back as last. So, I'm gonna go everything I want first. So, Dahlbeck, useless to me. So we're just gonna release him. I'm gonna go do this way now. Mike Richards, gonna want him back. He's gonna want 3 years. We'll give him 2. He wants slightly more, but I don't want to give him 3 years in case someone comes up or something. Actually, we'll go down even to 1. No, Mike Richards is good. 1.65 for a 4th line center is not a bad price. So we're gonna take that with a grain of salt. Victor Bartley is gonna probably want a 2-way deal. Yeah, we're going to sign him for 1 year on a 2-way deal. Well, that was not what I wanted to do. I would have gotten him for 2 years if that was what I wanted to do. Craig Smith, solid 3rd line center for us. Wants 2.89 for 3 years, so we can give him 2.5, which was exactly what I intended to pay him anyway. So for 3 more years, that's going to take him into his 30s, and then it'll take us into through year 7, I'm pretty sure. Bork we're going to release, not anything worth keeping. Beck we're going to keep on a 1-year contract, so 0.81 times 0.85, 6885. So 69. Okay, we'll give him that. I have an actual calculator too. It's not just my phone. So Sissons we need back as well. He wants we'll give him 1 year because it's the cheapest, and we'll worry about when we have a lot of cap space next offseason. 1.105 basically for 1 year. That's not a bad price. We might not even keep. There might be someone who comes up and replaces him anyway. So you never know. You want to keep your options open. Joshua Chapman, we are gonna re-sign. 1 point. Get him for 2 years. He's significantly cheaper, so we'll get him for that. 1.25375. It's going around. 1.255 for 2 years. That's a good price. He'll probably turn into a top 4 this offseason, I'd assume, but we're going to keep him as a top 6. We'll come back for the rest of these guys later. We'll go one more day into this. I need to re-sign Sekach to. No, it's next offseason. Never mind. Couldn't remember 100% the difference between last year or next year's free agents and this year's. So I think we're gonna have enough money to retain Backus for a year, so that's gonna be good. Yeah, we're gonna have more than enough money to do that. Oh, we gotta look at the defensemen that we signed. So we got Matt Murphy and Jason Fram to come back. We'll sign them in a minute. So Akeem Nold, he's gonna play in the minors this year. 73 overall already. Great slap shot, pretty good wrist shot power as well. Definitely a offensive defenseman. His defense isn't very far behind. He's pretty good physically, good skater so far, and his senses are decent. So a year in the minors or 2 are really gonna pay off for this guy. So we'll sign him to this entry level deal. Can we not? Can we change this? Okay, so 0.93 times 0.85 is 7905. So 790. So 795 for 3 years. That's gonna be a value contract, especially considering he'll probably be in the NHL next year, at the earliest, and in 2 years at the latest. So. Sean Day is also going to be in the NHL soon. So what's probably going to end up happening is Sean Day is going to replace Roman Josi when his contract is up, while Nold replaces Franzen when his contract is up, whenever that does occur. So did I sim a day yet? I don't remember. Okay, we did sim a day, so we got everyone back. It looks like. So now we'll get Backus back. He wants 4.875 for 2 years. I'm going to re-sign him for 1 year. It's a little more expensive. It's going to be 4.3775, so that's not that bad. We saved almost $1 million. So 4.38 for 1 year. I don't know what role he's going to serve. It depends all on the development of Travis Konecny. If he's ready for third line time or second line time, Backus is going to get. It's going to be the other. Like, it's going to be the inverse of whatever Backus is. And Andrew Shaw might even be demoted to fourth line duty this season. So that just shows the depth of our team. Kurdals I want to keep. We're going to try and get him on a good contract. So, and the reason I'm doing this for the reason I'm doing the 0.85 rule even for minors is because Target Audience 18 pointed this out in one of his videos. It'll save you money once they get onto your team. Like, it'll save when they're like, if they make your roster, they're gonna save you money, which is a good point, a great point to bring up. Kevin Hayes I want to bring back just for minor league player. We'll get him for 1 year only, though. This one I'm not going to do because he's not going to make the NHL because he's already maxed out pretty much. I got Kurdals already. Spiller we'll bring back. Could turn into something still. And again, I'm not going to do it for players that might crack the roster soon because these guys are not going to be on our NHL roster this season. We already have all our healthy scratches figured out and stuff, and we brought Bartley back, so that even solidified it more. We're gonna sign this guy. to his entry-level deal. He wants a lot of money, but whatever. It's a two-way contract. Anyone who's 20, and well, actually, we got a lot of those. So we'll sign Cat because he's good to go. We'll wait on some of those players. We don't need to sign all of them. Nold, we already did. We sign Nold? Yeah, we just did. Kalela. Okay, so I'll see. Oh, I got to do goalies too. We have a goalie. We got Kari Ramo actually has to be re-signed too. He wants a pretty good price though for a backup goalie. Oops, that was not what I wanted to do. I didn't even think about. I forgot Kari Ramo entirely. 1.2665. So that's 1.27. Okay. I didn't think about him. I forgot all about him. And then Roberg and Nedved's up to a 73. So Varlamov's contract coming off next year is probably going to be very useful too. Because we might retain Varlamov for 1 year, but after that it'll get way too expensive. So Roberg's not going to make the NHL. So we'll sim one more day. We'll still have about 3 mil in cap space. Not that we're going to go sign anyone major, but we might have to do prospect returns again this year too, which will be fun. Ramo, Hayes, Backes, Kurtels, Noel, okay. Cat. He's been kind of dangling him around before, so. We got 48 contracts on the books, so. I'm going to sign a couple of those 20-year-old players, I think. Maybe not. Let's see. We'll go this way, it'll be quicker. So I don't really know if we need to. Jeez, Arthur's jumping up there. And a lot of defensive defensemen coming up through the pipeline. Chuck is not going to turn it in because there's no use. There's no need to sign these guys who are 20. No need. We're not going to use them. So we'll sim up to last day and just check again. Well, this isn't the last day, but still. Bergenheim's already free. Did they only sign him 1 year, the Devils? Must be. That's weird. Oh, I gotta trade Grigorenko too, so once we get into free agency, I'll see if we can get like a first round pick for him or something. And it looks like Carey Price might even be a free agent, so. That's not what I wanted. So that's all unsigned, guys. Is there anyone? Okay, so we have all our free agents back. I didn't check goalies, but I'm pretty sure that they're all back as well. Yup. So happy to get Ramo back. That was a big move. I think he's part of the reason that our goals against was so good, along with Varlamov. Yeah, I think we needed, if Varlamov's contract had been 1 year longer, that would have worked out perfectly. Because I feel like Nedved's not going to be like an 87 next year. So we're going to definitely need Varlamov at least next year. So John Carlson's a free agent, top 4 defenseman. We have the space to sign him, or the money to sign him, but not the space that he would need. So no one good really. It looks like Peter Holland maybe for the bottom lines, but nothing that we're going to really use at all. So we'll check potential, see if anyone's here that's useful or worth clearing up a roster spot for. Not really. Goalies. There's Jeremy Brodeur and Brody Wilm. You know what? I'm not going to do prospect return. Fuck it. If those teams were irresponsible enough to not clear up a roster spot, I'm not going to do their work for them. I'm not going to sign them for myself because that's stupid, but still. Especially, you know what? I'm going to do this one because we really need to. That Buffalo needs this goalie, so we'll do that. Because that's stupid. I don't know why they would have let him walk. Jeremy Brodeur is a different story, though. Columbus has 830,000 goalies. So, no one with potential, really, in free agency. So, you know, nothing to really fret over. We're going to sim up to this week, and then we'll get Buffalo that goal. We'll trade them Grigorenko, probably, too. Alright, Brody Wilms came back. That was really quick, actually. It was a lot quicker than I thought. Carey Price is a free agent, too. That's nice. We're gonna have to keep track of. Oh, you already signed. No, Carlson went to the Senators. Buffalo got Carey Price. Okay. That's crazy. 7 years. So we still gotta trade them back their goalie though. So Buffalo, they got a crazy team. I'm watching out for them now. Forsberg, whoever, Nold's got a lot. All these guys got trade value out the ass. Seth Jones looks like he's gonna kind of teeter on 86, 87 for his career. Not bad, but you know, still could have been better. Kucherov's down to an 86. He was up to like he was at a first liner at one point. Oh well, whatever. Their final progression hasn't really occurred yet, so Grigorenko and Wilms will give me a first. It won't give me a first from them. Grigorenko will give me a first. Whoops. Trade them back, Grigorenko, and we got to take a skater from them probably too. Is anyone on a 1 year? Richard, he's worth a little much. Alright, let's just go to all skaters then. Or forwards, all skaters. Carcillo. That's David Jones. Yeah. I don't want him. McDonald. Bailey. Bailey would be good. He's a little high overall though. I wanted someone who was like really bad so that I didn't have to play them at all. We'll take David Jones and we'll just keep him stashed on the main team. No, he's got a two-way deal or one-way deal, isn't he? Yep. Alright, Bailey then. Why won't that go through? Oh, salary cap. Okay. So we won't do Grigorenko, then we'll just do Brody Wilms. And we're not going to do it for anything useful. It's just going to be some stupid, shitty goalie like this guy. And then we're just going to flip him in the next trade anyway. So, yeah, we gave him their goalie back. Now we got to trade Grigorenko because we're not going to put him on our team. So, there's no use in keeping him. Although what I might... I might keep him and see if he progresses, then see if his trade value's up any, because he could potentially be worth more. You know, he's worth enough now that I don't care. It's gonna get us a first-round pick from someone. So, Calgary's is too good. Carolina's is too good. Chicago is a divisional team. I want to try and not do that again. Columbus, all right. Just a touch. So we got a first-round pick back this year, basically. Let's give them something else. They worth a little bit of value, like Freiburg. All right, sweet. So we got a first-round pick out of Grigorenko to replace the first-round pick that we already traded away, and I'd say it's actually an upgrade because Columbus's first-round picks probably gonna be better than whatever we did. So Ottawa's making moves. They just signed Bergenheim. Ducks got stupid other goalie. Senators signed someone else too. So Senators look like the team that are making a lot of free agent moves right on that cusp of Pecorini's on the trading block. Could trade back for him. I think he's going to be in decline anyway, so. Well, I know he's going to be in decline, but. This might end up being the shortest offseason ever. For this GM mode, because actually it'll probably take another 10 minutes once we get to the outside of this free agency period. It's really long, but whatever. I guess Jake Smith's on the trading block. I guess Washington's going with Holtby. Bardasak is on the trading block. There's a lot of good goalies in this franchise. This GM mode, not franchise. Bardasak is really good. 52 wins, so that's the most that we would have gotten in this GM mode so far, I think, because we only had 51 last year, or the first year. So I think it's possible, but I wouldn't 100% bank on it happening. So we're gonna save and quit, and then we're gonna do roster moves. Hopefully Konechny is ready. He's like an 84. If he's an 84, I'll put him in the NHL. But if he's like 82 or less, 83, I'll put him on like the third line with Craig Smith. It'll help out his development regardless, just to get NHL time. He's already 21, so yeah. Didn't have that stupid USB hub problem again. And it's actually, I didn't even record these back to back today. Usually I record 2 or 3 back to back, but I just, the only one I've recorded today is the off-season. I'm still having these stupid USB hub problem. I really need a new computer. This one's kind of old and not super great. It wasn't super great when I bought it even, and now, like by now standards, it's not very good. Now I'm doing videos consistently. Can't wait for MLB The Show. That's my little rant. Alright, so new roster moves. See where everyone's at. See what development kind of occurred. So Chapman's still a top 6. Alright. So we'll look at defense. Oh, he's just a depth forward. Okay, so he's not ready for the NHL clearly. Edmondson actually was the one who jumped up to a top 4 status. So maybe we need to trade him. Because I don't know if I want to re-sign someone for that much. So Vanier is a top 6. Bartley is our depth player. So actually Vanier might be slightly better just because of that shot. His puck skills are horrendous though, so not worth that. We have too many minor league defensemen from the looks of it. I'm gonna trade. We'll say Vanier. Yeah, let's trade Vanier. Because it always ends up I need to trade someone before the beginning of the season. So, Vanier, no future on our team. Not even useful in like the minors. Just because he's going to take spot from one of these 4. Fram is not someone I'm as worried about, but he's good already. So, you know, for minor league standards, he's got really good speed. So, forwards wise, Konechny is not ready. We'll bring up Sekech though. Kind of disappointed in that, but still, what the? Oh, we have Lemieux up here, and that's it. So our team's pretty much the same as last year. I don't know why Kucherov went back down to an 86. He had 72 points last season. Like, I don't know why he regressed. That was really loud. So that's our top 6 right there. Austin Watson, Andrew Shaw, and Craig Smith is our third line. Downey, Sissons, Richards, Sekech, and Beck. And then goalies wise, who was this guy? I didn't sign him. The hell? Oh no, I traded for him. Okay, forgot. Thought it was like signing players for me. Yeah, Troy Van Leeuwen. It's not him, but whatever. And then Nedved's up to 75, so definitely looking forward to his development. Alright, defense. We should be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And then here we got 1, 2 healthy scratches. Okay. And then Steve Downey's actually back up to 83, so that'll really help out that third line. Switch this around. Craig Smith, Mike Richards over here. So we didn't have the roster problems we thought we were gonna have. That's good to know. So Edmondson, might be because he's a year ahead. He might have developed faster. He only had 13 points last season though. Great skater, good shot. Not such great passing, but his physical and defense are definitely there. And we're gonna have to pay for him next year. But rather than Franzen, at this point. So deep defensive core, we got to keep them together. Varlamov and Ramo. Power play, I want to keep that group together. Was really good last year. I just want to put Craig Smith on the power play because he's been a perennial power player for us throughout this franchise. So penalty kill. Not doing this. I'm going to do Tyler Johnson with Craig Smith and David Backes with Colin Wilson. So it's mostly the second line and then one third liner. That works. What I want to do actually is I want to make sure everyone's in the right spot. So penalty kill, I want Shea Weber and not Roman Josi. I want Seth Jones. And then I want those two. So instead of Roman Josi, we'll just put Seth Jones in there. So yeah, Josi and Franzen's days on our team are numbered pretty much as soon as their contracts are up. They're probably going to be out. So keep an eye on that. Seth Jones is pretty much done at 86, but he's finished off as a top 6, so I'm pretty satisfied with that at this point. So Weber, Jones, Josi, Franzen, Edmondson. Ooh, probably has that screwed up on the defensive side then. Alright, yeah, we did. Seth Jones over here. So we'll switch those two again. I forget Shea Weber's right or left-handed or right-handed, so we want him on the left side. Actually, we want Franzen on the left side because he's the offensive defenseman. All right, Seth Jones. Roman Josi's left-handed, so we want him on the right side. I screwed that up. So 4-man power play, Shea Weber, Cody Franzen, we want on the left. And yeah, actually no, we want, keep forgetting, power play you want the other way. So penalty kill, 3-man PK, 4-on-4 lines. Switch them around. And that's all good. I actually want to make sure. Forsberg, Kucherov, Colin Wilson, Babe Backes. Switch those two. Extra attackers, all good. And there we go. So, we don't have any like outgoing captains or anything to name. That's all fine and dandy. Oh, we got to do the minor leagues. So we're actually going to end this at just over 30 minutes. It's going to be like 35 probably by the end. Well, because I forgot to do minor league lines. So, we'll do that in a second. Here we go. Coaching options, edit lines. So Milwaukee, we got Kurthouse, Konechny, Spiller, Lemieux, Harliuk, Salamaki, Kevin Hayes, Verbasic, Gaudreau, Colella, Chaddock, and Pendeza. I gotta trade Veneer. Oh, I haven't done that yet. I gotta trade Veneer. First, I'm gonna do this and do that. Whoops, not what I wanted to do. And then I'll replace Veneer in the lines with Myers. Actually, we'll just trade him first and worry about it later. So we'll put him back in. Scratch Myers. And then make trade. So we're just going to trade it to whatever team can take it without having to give us anything back. Well, like Sean Day and Noel, they're definitely our future. Josi and Franzen are going to be on their way out. They're going to save us a good bit of money for a time too. So can't believe we got Sean Day. Sean Day will definitely not be in the second round, or I think he was in the late first round, but whatever. Wherever he was, he will not be there in ever again. So goalies, we need to get rid of Lewin, Troy Van Leeuwen. If anyone knows who that is, you're a legend. I love Queens of the Stone Age and Veneer. So they got the Brodeur guy, I forgot. I thought Roberto Luongo retired, and I guess not. That's a bad contract for you to have, Anaheim. Can't take that. 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 Oh, Calgary's got a shit ton of cap space. Oh, Chicago can, but we'll try and find a different team. Colorado, Columbus. That was not what I wanted to do, damn it. It's going to be over 35 minutes. I might end up pushing 40 after it's all said and done. defenseman. Veneer. Goalies. Lewin. We're on Colorado, right? Columbus, Dallas. Oh, they got that low guy in the draft. No, they can't take it. Their division anyway, so I wouldn't have wanted to make that trade. Florida, LA, Minnesota, Montreal, New Jersey, New York, Ottawa. Looks like it's gonna have to be Chicago, Pittsburgh, San Jose, St. Louis, Tampa Bay. No, Toronto can. Okay, so Toronto, the team we just faced in the Stanley Cup Finals, is gonna make that trade. So, we're just gonna change the minor leagues up. Switch Nold and that power play. Definitely want Nold on the top line power play, and Sean Day and Jason Fram. I don't care about the rest of that. That's not important. Nold and where is he? Sean Day. Penalty kill, not important, really. Alright, I don't care about the rest. Power play and 5-on-5 lines was all I cared about. So, we are ready to pretty much defend the Stanley Cup with the exact same team we had before. No different. Let's just hope that they don't figure out how to play against us this year. So, it was not a very big off-season for this season, but in the future, this might be one of the most important off-seasons that we had. So, getting Nold. So, thanks everyone for watching. See you later.